Lander.
Okay, please welcome the alternative medicine group.
Good afternoon. I'm Ian. This is John, Lucy, Dylan, and Jack, and Hunter couldn't be here, but Dylan will be filling in for him. Alternative medicine is a secondary form of medicine that focuses on spirituality instead of pills and shots like Western medicine. Alternative medicine has a rich history with thousands of different civilizations that used it in ancient times. Two of these that are the most prominent were ancient India and ancient China. Ancient China began developing medicine in about 3000 BCE. They developed things or processes such as acupuncture, aromatherapy, and herbal medicines. India cataloged thousands and thousands of diseases and cures and remedies for things that plague them in their day-to-day life. Today, because of industrialism, Western medicine has taken over for what used to be alternative medicine. Hopefully, these two will find a middle ground and work towards the future in a better medicine.
The National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health is the main current action group right now. They work to fund and answer research questions about science and public health questions. They work to determine what is safe, what is promising, what doesn't work, and what helps in alternative medicine. In 2014, their overall budget was about $124 million, and a large focus of that went towards chronic pain. And current drug-based solutions for chronic pain are very expensive and sometimes life-threatening. And so the NCCIH is working towards researching non-pharmaceutical approaches to answer these and help with research for that. And 30% of their portfolio says that it is on chronic pain. So overall, they're the key player in determining not only the value of non-pharmaceutical approaches, but also in understanding the neuroscience of pain.
The main issues involving alternative medicine today is the overall lack of knowledge, whether it be in the general public or the scientific community. The general public overall is not very trusting towards alternative medicines, as many companies have been discovered if they are offering supplements, they contain little or no of herbal remedies that were supposed to be in them. This distrust leads people away from alternative medicines that may have provided needed relief of conditions. Alongside this public ignorance and bias is also the lack of knowledge in the scientific community, where they have no real large database of information on alternative medicine. Our proposal helps. Our proposal will try to help educate not only the public, but Our proposal will help educate everyone, bring education where it is needed to help work alternative medicines into everyone's everyday lives.
This issue can be easily resolved with one thing: more research. There are two key areas which we would focus our research around. Our first focus would be to prove the efficacy of alternative medicine. While many practices have already been proven, there remain a few that are unproven and are only said to work or have worked for some people in the past. Our research would provide hard evidence for what does work and what doesn't. Our second focus would be to research the side effects of these alternative medicine practices. While many practices are perfectly harmless, others can illness or injury. Further research would provide doctors with the needed knowledge to safely prescribe alternative medicine to their patients. Finally, once we have finished with our research, we can move on to our main goal: to educate the public. Many people use alternative medicine without knowledge of the possible side effects or dangers. This lack of knowledge poses a major risk to the people that regularly use alternative medicine. However, by reaching out to the people and practitioners and telling them the facts about what's safe and what isn't, we can reduce this risk and keep people healthy.
All right, so our data is going to be collected by an online survey. Anyone may fill out this survey whether they have taken any type of alternative medicine or not. What we want to learn from the survey is the demographics of people who do and do not use alternative medicine. We also want to know if they use alternative medicine or not. So if they do use alternative medicine, we ask them what type of alternative medicine they would use and how was their overall experience. Would they say it was positive, negative, or were there any side effects that they would say they didn't know about before they took it? If they say they didn't take alternative medicine, we would like to know why they didn't and if they would ever use alternative medicine in the future. We are asking for $135,000 to be used over a 6-month time period. Online ads will account for $100,000. That sounds like a lot, but the only way this research will work is if enough people fill out online surveys and we'll have a large enough database. The ads will be located on pages about types of alternative medicine, such as homeopathy, acupuncture, herbal remedies, you name it. What happens is with the ads, they'll be located on the page, and then once someone opens the page, they can click on the ad and it'll send them a link and they'll go right to the survey. The next thing that $10,000 will be put towards the online survey themselves. Programs to be hired and programs that will have to fight viruses for, all right, so we're gonna have $1,000, and that's to hire programmers who create the online survey. And we're also gonna have a program that will protect the survey from viruses. We're gonna rent a small business building in Arlington, Virginia for 6 months. That's estimated to cost $9,000. Next, we have the website. The website will be uploaded after the 6-month time period ends. All of our findings will be published on that. And if it's very successful, we will ask for more money so our database can become larger. Finally, we need paper materials. Paper materials and office supplies, like just paper and electronics that are going to be needed for the office. That's going to be an estimated $3,000. You may notice that not all of this adds up to $135,000. It adds up. All of these numbers are estimated. And some of them could cost a little more and some of them could cost a little less. But we want to be okay regardless of any bumps we may hit along the way and still be able to continue research.
Alternative medicines have been around for thousands of years and are now viewed as a secondary approach to healing. Many people across the world continue to use ancient treatments instead of modern medicine. However, there is very little research determining whether or not any alternative medicine is truly effective. We are looking for your support in helping us fund extensive surveys and research projects that can help educate people interested in alternative medicines. This research can help label the possible side effects and benefits of traditional medicines as opposed to modern Western medicine.
You said that your ads are going to appear on websites about do you think that that's biased?
We're trying to go after people who actually are interested in alternative medicine. So we're going to put it on those websites rather than just some random page, because we want to go after people that are actually interested and would actually fill out a survey.
Is that the only way that you're going to advertise for this for the survey? Because I know that from looking on websites and seeing ads, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to look at that. Some of them are most likely scams or something like that. Is there any other way that you're advertising for people to take that survey?
Well, this is we're going to advertise on websites that have to do with the alternative medicine. It's not like you're on some game site and like some ad pops up and you're like, oh, that's annoying, and just click it off. So we feel like if people see these ads, they will be interested in filling them out. But yes, this is the only way we're doing it. But $100,000 should get you a lot of advertisements on a lot of different sites.
So one of the things that you wanted to research is do alternative work. If you were to pick one or two forms to focus on, what do you think it would be?
We would want to go more to mainstream, so things like acupuncture and herbal remedies. That's a little broad, but there's a lot under that claim to do the same thing.
Many practices that are mainly physical, like chiropractic and acupuncture, are easily proven with just the results they show. However, more chemical things, such as herbal remedies, have other side effects which we would want to test more.
You mentioned that you would only put ads on websites that, but are you worried about that?
We think that if people have gone through treatment and they have a positive experience, that they're going to want to tell people about that positive experience so other people can go through that. We also think that if someone has a negative experience, they're going to want to also tell people that they had a bad experience. So I guess we are looking for one or the other, but I don't think that it's going to be biased. Like, we're not going to have like internet trolls like typing away.
Do you know if this is more prevalent in the United States or other countries?
This is actually very popular in Europe and Asia, and it's kind of worked its way over to the United States over time.